We've stopped sound and we've stopped fire. Now we go after heat, because in this country, holding warmth inside is most of the game. Start with the basic situation: warm inside, cold outside. Now, that's Canada for most of the year, give or take a short stretch of summer. And heat always wants to move toward the cold side. So all winter long, it's trying to escape through your walls and roof. A good wall slows that down with insulation. But heat is lazy in a particular way. It looks for the easiest path out. And anywhere your insulation is interrupted by something more conductive, heat pours through that spot far faster than through the insulated wall around it. That shortcut is a thermal bridge. Here's the classic one. Your insulation runs nicely down the exterior wall, then stops when it hits the foundation. So the foundation itself isn't insulated. So right at the junction, where the insulated wall meets the bare foundation, you've got a cold, weak spot, and a surprising amount of energy escapes there. The wall is doing its job, and the bridge is quietly undoing it. The fix is a thermal block. You take that conductive piece in the path and replace it with something that resists heat flow far better. The block interrupts the shortcut, so heat can't pour through anymore. The bridge is broken. Now, a trickier case, kind of a concrete building. You've got concrete floors and a concrete beam running along the edge of each one. The exterior wall comes up to that beam from below and continues past it above, packed with insulation. The problem is the beam, a big chunk of concrete sitting right at the outside face. So on the outside of the beam, you add a layer of rigid insulation, and the goal is that the insulation wraps continuously around the concrete, beam, and all with no bare patch. Even then, the beam edge stays a slightly weaker spot than the main wall, and the numbers show it. The typical wall might be 6 inches of mineral wool, around R25. The strip protecting the beam might be only an inch and a half, around R6. Much better than a bare beam, still not as good as the full wall. And that's the lesson hiding in the detail. Continuity is everything, and the breaks are where you lose. You see the same principle up at the roof. You insulate the wall, you insulate the flat roof, and then you carry the insulation right around the parapet, that low wall sticking up at the roof edge, so it runs without a break from the vertical wall to the horizontal roof. That corner is a favorite place to accidentally leave a gap, so you close it on purpose. Windows are the same story, just smaller. At every opening, you've got 3 conditions to keep continuous. Right, the sill at the bottom, the jambs at the 2 sides, the head across the top. You follow your insulation and your air barrier all the way around the sill, the jambs, and the head, so the opening doesn't turn into a ring of cold gaps around the glass. So thermal bridging is really one idea seen over and over. Heat finds the break. So your job is to leave no break. Block the bridge at the foundation, wrap the beam, turn the corner at the parapet, and seal around every window. Keep the blanket continuous. Next episode, heat's constant traveling companion, moisture. We'll follow water vapor into the wall, find the exact spot where it turns into liquid, and put the vapor barrier where it actually belongs.